Good evening, everybody. Just confirming you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear.
Now, my question is this. Let's get to the session. How many of you, honestly, where you are, I know some of you are coaches already, you're already coaching, and others are getting started. I don't know where you are in your journey, but how would you answer this question? How many of you in this place would like to have a lot more impact and make more income in your life? And how many people would say that would actually make an impact in my personal life? Making an income, making an impact. Let me see on the comment section. If you say that's me, you're saying this year, you know, I can do better with more impact and more money. Would you say that that would be a great goal? That would be a good goal for you? Let me see on the comment section. I would love to. Yes, yes, I would love to. Who else? Who else? How many people, you know, when you think of your life, you look at your family, you look at your kids, you look at your dreams, you know that at this moment, given who you believe you are and the potential God has blessed inside of you, you believe that you can actually live a better, more fulfilling life with more impact and more money. Yes, I can see. I can see. Yes, yes, I want that. I want that. At least it's good to know I'm not alone. It's good to know I'm not alone. So let's proceed. The first thing that I want you to do is to acknowledge you first, because the fact that you are here, I honor that. Salute to you, because that means you have given your time as an investment for this moment. It's actually, time is very crucial. And I don't know if you agree with me that time is probably the most valuable resource that we have right now, more valuable than anything else. And if you've been coaching for some time, you know that you're being paid for your time. And when you understand the value of time, you actually understand the industry of coaching. So thank you so much for being here. Now, for you to get the most out of this is what I want you to do. I want you to make this short session interactive. So kindly get a pen and find somewhere to write. I want you to write ideas as they come to you, as we interact together. Because where you are in your journey, I may not know, but I'm sure that all of us need to grow. All of us need to contribute for us to get to where we want to be. So please take time right now, get a pen and a notebook. I give you a minute, get a pen and a notebook. Let's get started. Now, if you have a pen and a notebook, I want you to type there, I'm ready. That's the only way you're ready. If you have a pen and a notebook, type there, I'm ready. I know that we are ready to get started now. If you have a pen and a notebook, just type there for me, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Thank you so much. Thank you. I see you. Thank you, Mercy. I see you. Mercy is ready. Thank you. So Millicent, ready. Thank you so much. Sophie, I see you. Coach Nadra, I see you. Thank you so much. Edna Anab, I see you, my friend. Thank you. Donald, thank you so much for being here. I am ready. Thank you so much. Now, I love to work with action takers, and I always reward action takers, and I'll be sharing lots of rewards even in this session. So please be open. Let's get started. Now that you're ready, I'm ready too. So let's get started. Yes, Coach Helen, I see you. Now, there's a reason why this is unique. What we are doing right now, Destiny Life Coaching, is a unique program for one reason. This is not theory. This is not theories that you read in a book. we accredit coaches for being practitioners, and we seek programs that bring about the practitioner part of coaching. Our emphasis is on bringing up practitioners of coaching excellence. And we collaborate very well and closely with the International Coaches Register to make sure that we follow up on our coaches and continue to empower them even after they are certified through the programs that we offer. Kindly make sure your mic is muted so that we have clarity of voice. And my assistants, please help me with that. So this is not theory, and I know maybe you've done many other training where there's 90% of it, the focus is on theory. Our focus is on practice, is becoming a practitioner. The emphasis is coach, coach, coach. Become an expert of coaching through practice. Gain confidence through coaching practice. We believe at Destiny Life Coaching that practice makes permanent. It doesn't make perfect. And perfection is not actually what we are pursuing here. And so you're joining a community of like-minded people. You want to connect with these coaches who are coming from different backgrounds. And that in itself brings out a very unique group of people that impact you differently with different values. The other thing about this program is you're enjoying flexible learning options. Our coach training programs offer a variety of learning formats. There are online boot camps, there are physical boot camps now that I'll be talking about. The physical boot camp and in-person workshops, to fit your busy schedule, because I know most of us are busy, wherever we are so busy, but that cannot be an excuse to our mission, to our purpose in life. All right. You also receive personalized feedback and support, and this is something we began to do and follow up on our graduating students so that you continue to get feedback. Once you get the D.L.C email as a D.L.C coach, once you enroll, we have this online portal where you can post anything on your progress and get feedback from other coaches from all over the place. And right now we have coaches from almost every continent on the planet. And you can get feedback and realize that these tools cut across, okay? And so we are here to give you the support you need on your journey to mastering this art of coaching. We are very keen on the international recognition, like following up after you're certified with the International Coaches Register and becoming a global coach, not just a local coach. We want you to be a global coach and to be globally certified. Then you need the International Coaches Register recognition. Some of the opportunities that come to Destiny Life Coaching, most of them I pass on to our certified coaches. And guess the people that get priority. There are people who have the ICR recognition. If you've not gotten the ICR, just last month, I got called by an organization that needed a full-time coach to be based in Tanzania. And the pay was good. This guy is now earning $2,900 US every month. And it was just a call, and I connected the guy. It's one of my coaches. A call, I connect, and because the coach is internationally accredited, it becomes so easy for me to say, yeah, this is a D.L.C coach because he has full accreditation. So it's always good to make sure you have that international accreditation to be fully certified, and we assist you with that. We just last month we had a meeting with the ICR, and they made it so easy for us now to get our ICR accreditation. The process was a bit longer, but right now it's easy for you to become an internationally certified coach. All right. Now, what is my goal for this masterclass? My goal is to help you become a master of the science, the art and science of coaching business. I know most of us want to master the art of coaching, but I tell you, in coaching success, there are those two things. There is the coaching business, and there is the coaching mastery itself, coaching and coaching business. If you are to honestly ask me, Jeff, in terms of success, in terms of the success arithmetic, there's a word like that. What would you give, percentage would you give to the coaching business and the coaching mastery? I would give coaching mastery or coaching confidence 40% and coaching business 60%. This is out of experience. If you're going to be successful in this coaching industry, you have to pay a little bit of focus on your business of coaching. You got to be so intentional. I'll be showing you some of the mistakes I made and why it doesn't really pay for you to repeat them. You don't have to pay that way for you to repeat the same mistakes that I repeated. And I see people just getting started and repeating the same mistakes. And I'm, speaking the loudspeaker, please don't go that way. And so that's my intention for this masterclass. The only way to master your coaching business is really to understand a clearly proven process on how to do it. And once you mastery takes time. Mastery, I remember a quote by Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was once asked, are you afraid of a guy that kicked 1,000 kicks? He said, no, I'm afraid of a guy that kicked one kick 1,000 times. That is called mastery. Mastery has got the bit of repetition and consistency and focus on one thing. Just do one thing so well and so focused that you become a master in that area. The thing is, we are dabblers. We practice for 3 months. After that, we throw that, we want something new. I think where we are getting right now, people have such a high need for variety. We don't know how to stay with something for long, until we get to see the results. So I'll be showing you the proven processes that work for me that I can testify of. This masterclass is for you if you have a coaching business right now and you want to scale it up to the next level. This masterclass is also for you if you don't have a coaching business right now and you're getting started from the scratch, whether you want to be a speaker or a coach, but you want to get the message of your soul out there and you don't know how to monetize it. This is for you. So whether you have a coaching business or not, this is for you. Now, if you stay until the end of the training, this is my promise, and please, Anne, my assistant is here, she'll be able to facilitate you. If you follow the instructions that I'm telling you, I have a gift for you. If you follow through all the instructions, I have a gift for you, and this is the Life Mastery Workbook. This is This is one of my best work, and it's a brilliant book. I'll give it to you. And if you implement this book, you're going to get the process that I'm talking about. You're going to get the pillars that ground you as a landmark coach, one that generations will talk about. You're not here as a passing cloud. You're not here as someone that just serves a season. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about legacy here. We're talking about living a legacy. We are talking about carving out a mark on the planet. And if you've lived your life, your past 30, 35, especially if you're 40, there is no time to waste here, my friend. We want the proven process, get consistent, play full out, and get the results. You don't have time to try everything in the world. And this is the mistake we make. Some of us, we become students for life because it will take you your entire life to practice every other coaching tool out there. And so what will be your impact? Because if you spend your entire life in school, you really want to master. And so at the end, you can claim, you can lay claim. If you follow the instructions that I'm giving you at the end, you can text us and request for your book. Now, my unlikely journey to becoming a sought after coach in Africa. Now, fast forward, right now, I'm easily paid 200,000 for 1 hour talk, like the one we are doing right now. I easily charge 200K for 60 minutes of talk, just giving a talk. And my one-on-one, and I said I'm going to be very open, otherwise there would not be purpose for this. Most of you, I know you, and I'm here to serve you, not to impress you. And I also charge my personal clients, and some of you that have been my personal clients, you know this, that I charge 40,000 per client per month. And I fill my slots every single month. There must be something I'm doing well that you can learn from. For me to sustain this for over 15 years, my friend, there must be something I'm doing well that you can learn from. And that's why I'm here, okay? I've been featured in some of these media platforms and TV as a success coach. That's where we are today. I'm telling you, that's not where we started. Let me take you to where we started. Okay, rewind all the way back. When I started off as a coach, I started from a very vulnerable place because I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have someone that gives me this free cause, someone that I can call and know, and I can call them and ask, how are you doing? The thing you told me is not working. I didn't have anything like that. That's the power of mentorship. And when I started off, I also made all the mistakes. Like I did not seek out intentionally a mentor, although there was no mentors and coaches around. And that I paid the price of it. Let me just give you the scenario. So I got so broke that I began to sell. My first book is called The Genes of Greatness. I remember selling that book in a matatu. Now, some of you, those of you come from Kenya, you know matatu, you know, those days of matatu where I was competing with those preachers, and I would stand with my books and talk about my book because I didn't have a framework that was working. I'd gotten certified, but I missed the practice part. So no one was enrolling in my programs then. And I'm telling you, I sold these books I remember there's a time I was selling my books to the jobless corner. You know, where in town, there was a stage near Uhuru Park, and the jobless, I don't know whether they are still there, but the jobless guys would sit there and I talk to them and inspire them and ask them to buy. How do you sell a book to a jobless person? That's how low I'd gotten. Things were really bad. Until one Sunday afternoon, I remember it was after church, and I was reflecting on my life, and I looked at my life and I looked at myself on the mirror, and I decided this is not me. There's a voice within my heart that just told me that wasn't my life. Remember, I transitioned from a full-time ministry. I was doing full-time ministry, and where I was given everything that I needed in terms of, I had a house, and my kids were going to school, the fees was paid. It was a good job, although it was ministry. And then I clearly knew that I needed to transition to coaching. But then I did not know what I know right now. I just thought when I call the first meeting, people will parade that I'll be choosing who to coach, and I'll be charging millions of dollars to my client. Shock on me. We did a meeting, the first meeting after I transitioned from full-time ministry now into coaching. I advertised a meeting, and about 200 people said they are coming. Saddleback Retreat Center, we went there. I remember we were with my wife, we had carried biscuits for these guys. We had carried soda, a drink, and now cut the long story short. There was no one to take the drinks. There was no one to take the biscuits. And so what we did was we did a prayer, and we took our biscuits and went home. I'm telling you, that's where I started. Now look at where I am right now. I wouldn't come to your meeting unless I'm doing you a favor and not charge less than 200,000 an hour. That moment, I just wanted people to listen and to listen to me. And my fee then was 1,500. It was a giveaway. And I was going to charge per session because I didn't know what I know right now. You don't have to repeat the same thing. The thing with human beings is we hear these stories and we think it's a joke. We repeat the same stories over 10 years of the same repetition. You repeat the same thing. You don't have to repeat the same. Now, what I'm saying is this. If I can do it, so can you. If I can get where I am today, where I can decide who to coach, and I can decide my quality of clients. In my intake form, I tell people, this is the kind of people I coach. This, because I'm not in a place where I'm begging people to become my clients. Now, it takes a journey to get there, my friends. And I want to show you how. I want to show you how. So I was once in your shoes. For those of you that are still in that phase, I want you to know that it's not going to last forever. And I want you to notice this. Take this, listen to this. This is a season. It's going to end. If it ended for me, it will end for you. It's a season. It's not lifetime sentence for you. If you're in that place where no one is showing up, you're creating programs and no one is showing up, that is a phase. It will pass. Okay. So after these 10 years plus, I discovered the hard way. And if you've been struggling, this could be the reason why. Some of you are speaking for free. This is what we call, what's the name for this? There's a name for this, social coaching, where you're coaching your friends, you're coaching your family members for free and they're not paying you. You don't sell, you have a challenge making a proposal. And some of you is a belief that this will never change. This is the way things are, okay? You just focus on giving out content and you don't know how to close. Another advice is just be polished. So you're waiting for a time when you're ready. Hustle and grind for speaking gigs and coaching gigs. Some of them don't pay you anything. Some of them pay you $1,500 up to this moment. It's a journey, but you have to give yourself a timeline. Now, plan B is what I'm offering you today. Number one, find your purpose. Be purpose driven. Find your purpose and focus on that. If you begin, this is like what you learn in martial arts or karate. You begin wrong, you continue the same way. If you begin right and master over 7 years, master the same game over 7 years, practice the same thing over 7 years, you'll be amazed the kind of impact you're going to make. So find your purpose. Position your offer for higher fees. Position, and this is where most people have a challenge, positioning your offer. Market yourself by giving value, real value. Be authentic, be yourself. You cannot be Jeff, you can't be Tony Robbins, you can only be yourself. Now let me share with you some proven secrets of coaching. Deep coaching secrets. Why speaking and coaching is one of the highest paying career in the world. Most people don't know that. If you can get paid 60 minutes to make a presentation and you can get paid 200,000, this is one of the highest paying jobs. Please don't be put off because of if you are starting and you find no one is paying you this much and you don't believe it right now. Believe you me, you will get there. And once you get there through practice, it becomes part of you. Number two, I call this coach cloning. Anyone can take a proven system and become a world-class coach by practicing that system over a period of time. Even if they have zero confidence and zero talent, zero talent. I'm one of the people that was so lacking in confidence. At some point, I used to be called the shy boy because I used to lack in confidence. Destiny knew and God knew that this was my calling, this was my life. Most of your challenges will come in the places of your greatest purpose and calling. So don't let that discourage you. If you're the kind of person that gets a little bit shy, it's not permanent. The more you practice, and the more you practice a system that is proven over a period of time, and I'll be giving you the timelines, then you will master. Number three, you can sell without selling. And this is one of the secrets I've learned over time, how to sell without being so salesy, without pushing so hard and without being needy. This is a secret. I realized that most coaches that really break through, they begin from the place of offering so much value. They don't focus on selling, they focus on serving. You see yourself as a servant, not as someone that is here to sell. And you stop hating marketing and selling. That's another thing. That's a secret. You look at it as God's way, a bridge to you serving your ideal client. Because if you don't serve these people, then who will? Okay, let me see on the comment section. I've spoken, for so long. Let me see on the Who believes they can do this? Who believes they can do what Jeff has done and even get better results? Let me see on the comment section. Maybe I'm speaking to myself. Who believes they can actually do it? Yes, I can see Mercy Kenya, I see you. Who else? Who believes I can do this? Who believes I'm not special? This boy that was called the shy boy. Have you ever been called the shy girl or the shy boy? I was called the shy boy. You know, I can do this. I can. Yes, I can. Thank you so much. Now, having gotten that agreement, and I'm telling you, agreements are spiritual. Agreements are powerful. When you make an agreement, you're not just making an agreement with yourself. You're making an agreement with God. You're making an agreement with destiny. Let me see. This is what you're going to get from this practice. So one is 12 sessions, 12 coaching sessions, 12 practice coaching sessions, and 12 mentorship sessions. Now, we never used to do this before the part 2. I introduced mentorship after I realized after the 12 sessions, people still need time. It's not that they are not gotten it, no. The practice bit where they can practice in a mentorship situation. See, mentorship is where I can actually watch you at work and I can listen to your story on a weekly basis for 12 sessions. And in a circle of coaches, in an inner circle of coaches, you can get real-time feedback on what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and we can support each other in such an environment. That I came up with the mentorship is a value add to my coaching. But right now, the coaching program is divided into 2. You can choose the breakthrough coaching experience, which is a physical meeting. It's a physical 2-day physical meeting, and this time we're doing it in Nairobi. You can actually get certified by international coaches, register as a breakthrough coach at the end. What you're looking at here is the physical experience. And still, you're going to do 12 sessions of coaching mastery. If you want to join the mentorship, you join mentorship after your certification. All right, so what are you going to get? So these are 24 sessions of proven coaching mastery. Find your purpose. That's so crucial. For me, feel I can see from the top of the mountain how this is so crucial. This is not about the finding I'm talking about here is not knowledge. It's not just knowing. It's about really buying into the idea of your life purpose and your identity and aligning that with all the areas of your life, aligning it with your key areas of life, okay? Understand coaching fundamentals and techniques, and some of these techniques that are core for, we have the core Destiny Life Coaching techniques that we use and practice them over a period of time consistently and see the results before we get lost in so many other. There are thousands of other coaching techniques. We don't want to be lost in the search and not really walk the path of mastery, because the path of mastery is not the one for confusion. You're grabbing everything. No, it's about choice. And that's why my program has been, we've chosen the techniques and the strategies carefully. You can do everything, but these are the things that you can master, because I'm only giving you what has worked for me. Number 3, heal your life, rewrite your story, coach from a place of healing. When you see the kind of training that gives you exposure to your own personal healing is a training that prepares you to heal the world. Where we are today, we are in a place of spiritual awakening right now in the world. If you've been asleep, you should just hear that, listen. You cannot coach from the ordinary place of coaching, transactional coaching. No one would pay for transactional coaching in my generation right now, in your generation. You need to go deeper. You have to go deeper. And this is where I'm inviting you. If you're the kind of person that has been coaching from the transactional place of coaching, this world has no place for you in terms of coaching. You got to go deeper. You got to find a process that helps people find their purpose, helps them understand themselves, their needs and all that, but also helps them heal their soul, rewrite their story, create a vision that is by their terms. Now, if you look at the world, there's a lot of rebellion in the world. And some of you, I don't know if you're keen on your world and what is happening right now. Most of the time, confusion, rebellion is an invitation for transformation. There's a lot that is going to happen. People will be able to just see things that don't help them. So they'll not be able to stand anything that does not lead them to a soul kind of transformation. And my commitment is to prepare leaders. Leaders are people that are not shocked by change of times. Leaders are people that are strategic. They prepare. They know the times. They know the seasons we are in, and they know how to prepare for the seasons and be able to have the tools and strategies that cut across this season. Otherwise, you will have no market if you're doing the traditional way of coaching. Your coaching must be purposeful. Your coaching must help people understand themselves. It must help people heal and rewrite their story, create ideal life vision for their life. It must help them change their perspective on life and own their perspective, take responsibility. Another thing is you'll be getting a step-by-step approach to creating your custom coaching program. This, what we're talking about here, proven methods to helping your ideal client reach a place of true transformation and goal setting that are heart-centered. We want you to be able to help your client track their progress, you're going to access our interactive, collaborative online portal where you can get feedback from other coaches. And we're going to create a portal for the different programs that we are doing, because now we have different programs. Now we have the breakthrough program where you can be certified as a breakthrough relationship coach, you can be certified as a breakthrough mindset coach. And the breakthrough coaching itself, there's a curriculum that leads to the breakthrough certification. And there's a published curriculum on that. And so if for some of you that will be doing this as a refresher, you've already done the 3 months coach training, and now you're looking forward to do the physical training, the 2 days, then you go home with your practitioner book, which is a well-written curriculum for breakthrough coaching, whether you want to be a breakthrough business coach, breakthrough strategic intervention coach. All these, you get your specific certification by the end of the 2nd day. We are committed to giving you support and also an opportunity to network with others. Please don't be alone. Destiny Life Coaching gives you a lifelong community support and resources. Use your email to access. You find our resources are updated. When you graduate, you find we actually update these resources. Make sure you come back again, access the resources, connect with people, coach the new coaches. That is what we are here for, is to make an impact. Okay, so meanwhile, we will hold you by the hand and show you step by step. Now, let me share with you the 4 pillars of destiny. If you're writing, please pick your notebook right now, write this down. The 4 pillars of destiny. Number one pillar is your purpose. It's actually, I wanted to make this simple. So just use the P. The first P is purpose. You got to find your purpose. You got to prioritize purpose in your coaching. Otherwise, your coaching will not be deep coaching. It will not be transformational coaching. Number two pillar is perspective. You got to be intentional about changing your perspective and helping your clients to change their perspective. Perspective is the second pillar. Number three, patterns. There are limiting patterns that hold you back. There are limiting patterns that hold your client back. This is the process. When you read the book that I'll be giving you for those who are joining the program, it actually outlines these four pillars very clearly. And the last one is project live vision. And this is where you create a vision for all the key areas of life. Now, let me see on the comment section, what are the 3 key areas of life? Who can tell? What are the 3 key areas of life where you need to create a vision on? Let me see on the comment section. What are the key areas of life where you must create a vision on the comment section? What are the key areas of life? What are the 3 key areas of life? I know there are many, but there are 3 that are most important. Let me tell you one. One is your health. If you're here and that area is not taken care of, you're just focusing about your education, you're focusing about studies, you're not focusing about your health, you're wasting your time, because maybe in the next 10 years, all the money you've made will be going back to your health. And I'm talking about spiritual health. I'm talking about mental health. I'm talking about physical health. Health is very crucial. And those are key areas we focus on when you are doing the coaching. Which is another key area, apart from health. Let me see, who wants to try? Which is another key area of life? And you can hear his prayer time. Someone is praying loudly. Wealth, yeah, wealth is very important. Thank you so much. Wealth, family, spiritual, purpose, career, yes. Relationships, career, health, that's true. Finance, spirituality, yes, very, very important. Now, let me tell you, look at it this way. At the end, we want a vision for your health, which are all those areas. Health is very broad. Health is about your spiritual health, mental health, physical health. And then we want relationship. Relationship is relationship with God, with yourself, and with others. And another mastery area is money. Money. Some of the coaches, for you to become a coach of impact, you have to heal your money wounds. And I'm fearless in this adventure. And whether you're doing the 2 days or you're doing the 3 months, it doesn't matter. The curriculum is the same. We are going through, the only difference is the physical meeting is one-on-one intervention. And you'll be able to see each other's faces, see the expression in your face, and rest of things, you know, on the ground physically. But the other one is on Zoom. The curriculum is the same. So those are key areas of life. You need it to be so crystal clear, those 3 key areas of life. If you focus on that. And then the thing is, we just want to do this on our own and are not getting feedback. So that's another element I've brought in my programs, is the feedback part, the collaborative part, where another coach can tell you, really, how does that work? Because sometimes you can sing a song for 10 years and you're not getting results and you're not changing. Okay, someone defined that as insanity. You're doing the same thing the same way always, and there's no change, and you're not changing, and you're still doing the same thing. And that's why I've brought in that aspect to break the patterns. All right. Now, quickly, let's do this. For us to begin, I just want you to get a test of this, what we do in the program. So let's focus on the first one, finding your purpose. Just focus on that pillar for the sake of this session. So I want you to look at the screen right now. There is certainty, significance, love and connection, variety, growth and contribution. Now, go to the comment section. Tell me which one of these are your top human needs right now. Which ones are the top human needs right now? Among the 6, which one are the most important for you? Do you need certainty to be sure of yourself? That is the biggest need right now. Or do you need significance to feel important? Do you need love and connection? Or do you need variety? Do you need growth or contribution? Which one is the most important for you? Let me see. Someone is saying growth and contribution. Coach Grace is saying contribution and growth, contribution and growth, contribution and growth. Wow, contribution and growth, contribution and growth, growth. Mercy is saying growth, love and connection, Leah, and growth, 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 growth. Wow, okay. Growth, contribution. Wow, interesting, interesting. Now, let me change the question. For you to be the kind of coach that you aspire to be, for you to be that coach that is one of the most sought after, one that charges over 200K per hour, what must be your top need? Is it to be sure of yourself? Is it significance? Is it love and connection? Is it variety? Is it growth or contribution? For you to be that top, certainty. Nadra is saying certainty. Edith is saying growth. Donat is saying, let me see, okay, certainty, growth. You can see the way we are so different from each other. You can see everyone is so different. Now, let me tell you, the first 4 needs are needs of your personality, and you're already meeting them. The last 2, contribution, growth, and contribution are there, because we are moving from certainty, significance, love and connection, variety. Those are needs of your personality. You're going to meet them whether you like it or not. Growth and contribution are needs of your spirituality. They are needs of your soul. Now, for the sake of this session, I will focus on contribution. Contribution, making a contribution on the planet. And let me ask you a question. If you made a contribution and you're being paid the money you deserve, will you feel certain of yourself? Yes? Will you feel, if right now you are making a contribution to the planet, will that help you feel certain of yourself? Will you feel significant? Will you feel connected? Will there be variety because you're meeting so many people? Of course, the answers are clear. So contribution is very crucial. Growth is important. I know most of us focus on change, change, change. I tell people this, change will happen whether you like it or not. In fact, you don't have to focus on change. Focus on your purpose, focus on contribution and growing. Change will happen automatically. It will happen as you grow and as you contribute. Now, on purpose, those of you who've gotten their life purpose right now, you're clear on your life purpose. I want you to type it on the comment section. You know what your life purpose is. Let me see. Let me see there. If you're already, maybe most of you, maybe none of you. It doesn't matter. We pick it from where we are. If you know your life purpose, could you unmute or just type it down there? What is your life purpose? Now, when we work on life purpose, dear coaches, still in progress, keeps evolving. Yes, that's true. We focus on 4 questions. Very simple, by the way, to know your life purpose. It's very simple. It's the easy part. Living your life purpose, condition it in your brain, in your subconscious mind. That's where the work is. And that is why you have to get in a collaborative group of people and let your fears die. Some of us, we don't like getting involved with people because we are afraid. We are bowing to a God called fear. It's a God. Fear is a God that some of us are worshiping. I knew that when I was in Form 2. After going through being monopolized and taken advantage of for 1 year, I got a revelation from God that I was worshiping fear. Fear was a God. And I made a decision not to be afraid. I faced people that were, we call it monolization. People that are monolizing. And the moment I realized actually these people are so scared, and I stood my place, I realized fear can stand for false expectations appearing real. So let me see those who've shared their purpose. For those who already know, mental health awareness in boys and men. Okay, that's special. I like that. Although I like it, when you look at it as a life purpose statement, this is what you do. It's not really the life purpose statement, coach. I exist to positively impact one relationship at a time. I like that. That's an example of a life purpose statement, Coach Grace. Thank you for sharing that. Now, how do you get there? Very simple. And by the way, I want you to learn how to help people to get there. Very simple. 1, you answer the question, what do I do? Not from a place of doing, like what you do, what in terms of your job or in terms of your work. We're talking about the way you show up. When you show up, how do you show up? Do you show up as a healer? Do you show up as a teacher? Do you show up as a mentor? Do you show up as a coach? When you show up and you're happy and fulfilled and you say, wow, that was a brilliant conversation. How did you show up? Are you a teacher, a mentor, or a coach? How do you show up? I want you to write that on your notebook. How do you show up? How do you show up? Write that on your notebook. And this, you don't have to have done this before. And even if you've done this 1,000 times, every time I do it is like I'm doing it anew. It's like the way Edith has said, was it Anabo said, it's a process, it keeps evolving. And it needs to be like that. But you need to find that true north that never changes. Okay, that true north, that's what you need to get hold of. So on your notebook, write down, what do I do? I teach, I inspire, I encourage, I empower, I empower. What do you do? I empower. D.L.C empowers, inspire, encourage. Very good. Okay. Who do you do it to? I empower young people. What do they get as a result? They get what? What do they get as a result? They get freedom. They get confidence. They get awareness. And what do they do? What do they do? Now, I want you to form a statement from the answers. I want you to practice this over and over again until you can do this in your sleep. What statement can you form from the answers? Form a statement from the answers. I empower agents of change to become practitioners of coaching excellence. Coach D.L.C, I see you empower adults between age 25 to 40, attain money mastery, creating wealth, growing it, and preserving it. Wow, I like it. I like it. I exist to positively impact one relationship at a time. So let me see your answers. What is your answers of the 4 questions? What do I do? Who do I do it to? What do they get as a result? What do they do? What do they get as a result? What do they do? What is your statement? Let me see. What is your statement of purpose that you can say, this is my life purpose? I empower. And the more time you repeat, how many times, for those of you that know your life purpose, how many times have you repeated it? How many books have you written about it? How many speeches have you given about it? How many coaching sessions has been about it? And some of us, we have the life purpose, then we go do something else. Eh? We come to Jesus, but we are still going to fishing. We want to go back to fishing. If you're here, be here fully. Once you dive into your purpose, please dive into the deep end. Mercy Kenya is saying, I encourage young people to form right mindset. I encourage young people to form right mindset, like that. My question there as a coach is, what is the right mindset? Maybe form an empowered mindset. That's something, you know, like we said, it keeps on evolving, evolving. Let me see, any other person that wants to share their life purpose statement? What is your life purpose statement? If I go to your website right now, will I find that? Is that what your social media is about? If I Google that purpose statement on Google, will it bring you as among the people that are aligned with that statement? You see, not every best book is a bestseller. And this is called positioning. You can be good and die without anyone knowing you're good. God forbid. Miles Monroe said the graveyard is the richest place on the planet. Knowing is 2% of your success. Information is just 2%. It means nothing. Knowing your purpose means nothing. It's just 2%. Living it is the real deal. Living it passionately, living it consistently, living it daily, living it in every breath. This is mastery. This is the distinction. This is what we call the blue ocean business, where you are the only one. No one competes with you. No one can even dare. No one comes close because there is no one like you. Once you find your true purpose, and that's why I insist on having a collaborative feedback, so that you don't just say, this is my purpose, and no one is giving you feedback. No one is giving you feedback. And so what happens is you waste your life, 10 years, 15 years, and realize your entire life has been leaning on the wrong wall. That rudder you're climbing on is actually leading on the wrong direction. God forbid. There's, like I said, if you're towards 40 or you're 40 years old, you have no time to waste. There's no time to waste. And so you want to focus, you want to leverage on time. Leverage on time. Time is